Cody Rhodes' WWE Championship reign will eventually come to an end. Now the question is, who's going to be the one to pin him or make him submit? And in my opinion, it has to be Jacob Fatu. Because you have to think about the fact that the WWE has invested so much into Cody Rhodes, and he has stated recently that he signed a new deal with the WWE, and it's for a major amount of money. So WWE has to protect Cody Rhodes at all costs. However, he does have to lose the title at some point. So when you look around, I mean, who's there that could pin Cody Rhodes, and yet it's believable and Cody still remains as a top star and he's not damaged by losing to this person? I mean, take a look around. I mean, obviously you could have him lose to Roman Reigns, but that would be so boring, okay? Because these two guys faced each other for 2 WrestleManias. And I know WWE likes to repeat title matches over and over and over again. I mean, we all remember how many times they did Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. The first match between those two, Roman and Brock, was outstanding. One of the best matches ever, especially with Seth Rollins cashing in the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 31. That was great. But all of their matches after that were pretty lame. And as far as Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, I don't think either of their matches really lived up to the hype. Especially this year when Cody won the title, because I thought the ending of that match was so lame with all the run-ins from all the different people. I know some people think that's the best ending to a WrestleMania ever or whatever, but I totally disagree. I thought it was overbooked and lame, especially with The Undertaker showing up, because The Undertaker has nothing to do with anybody in this storyline. So, I don't want to see Cody and Roman again. I know we will see them again, but not Cody losing the title to Roman. That would be lame. Now, there are some people in the WWE that could pin Cody, and it would actually be a good thing. How about CM Punk? I know, CM Punk is older, he's at the tail end of his career, but we all know he's getting at least one more world title run. The amount of money to be made with CM Punk as a world champion and the matches they could make. First of all, CM Punk and Cody, that's a WrestleMania main event right there. But also CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, CM Punk versus Jacob Fatu, maybe at some point. But so CM Punk defeating Cody Rhodes, that would make sense, but I really don't think they would do that, though. I mean, Cody Rhodes is the flag bearer for the WWE. CM Punk is sort of like the bad boy of the WWE. He's the problem child of the wrestling industry. Although I think he's doing outstanding work, and in my opinion, I like that old school style that he has. So in my opinion, I would say CM Punk is actually doing the best work in the WWE right now. Do I think he should be the one to pin Cody Rhodes? Whew, that would be one heck of a moment, and that would be major news, and I would like it, but I don't think that's the right thing to do for business. Because Punk is, like I say, Punk is 45 years old. He could pin or somebody else to win the other championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, especially with the Raw going to Netflix. Having Punk as your champion on Raw next year would be a great idea. So who else is there? So we talk about Roman, you talk about Punk. Is there anybody else around right now that could be believable in a main event role against Cody Rhodes? And like, you could actually believe, like, yeah, this guy could pin Cody, and this person deserves to be a main event star. Yeah, I don't see anybody except for Jacob Fatu. Now, I know people are saying Jacob Fatu just showed up, but I mean, people had been clamoring for Jacob Fatu before he debuted in the WWE. Everybody was asking, like, where's Jacob Fatu? When Tonga Loa showed up, everybody was waiting for Jacob Fatu to show up, and there was Tonga Loa. I mean, this is a guy who's never, he's not like a super name, a super big name from AEW, or a super big name from like New Japan, or even TNA, or any of these things. He's not from any of these places. I mean, he was in MLW, but I mean, it's it's interesting that this guy is that well known and highly regarded by a lot of people. Even Jim Cornette likes Jacob Fatu. He liked Jacob Fatu before he got into the WWE, because I think Jim Cornette did some work with MLW, and obviously that's where Jacob Fatu is. And I have known about Jacob Fatu for years, and here he is now. He shows up, and right off the bat, he steals the show. I mean, he's already outshadowing, or I guess overshadowing, everybody in the bloodline immediately on his first night. And it's only gotten even more exciting, with him. I mean, did you see the scene where he's walking into the arena, he goes through the metal detector, they pat him down, he headbutts the guy, super kicks the other one? I mean, that was great comedy. But it shows that he's already such an interesting character, the facial expressions, what he's capable of doing in the ring, when he's enormous. I mean, he's a huge guy, and the agility, the speed, the athleticism, the flexibility, he's got it all. He knows what he's doing. He's already one of the biggest stars in the WWE. How long has he been here? I don't even know. A couple months? Not even. It's like, I mean, he is skyrocketing to the top. I mean, people are already talking about him being world champion, and rightfully so. I mean, how many other stars, even anybody in the WWE is garnering the types of reactions and responses that he's getting? Nobody. Because he understands wrestling on the deepest level. It's not just about, doing flips and dives, and I mean, he does do those things, but it's not just about that. It's about everything. It's about your character. It's about your facial expressions. It's about the fact that he is a big, tough, evil-looking guy, and he looks like he could beat the heck out of anybody. And so, here's the most important part. He is very young, early 30s, I believe. So you're talking about a guy who could be carrying the company for the next 5 to 10 years. And Cody Rhodes, he's not too far away from 40. So Jacob Fatu is the perfect guy to set up as the next big attraction in the WWE. And I do believe they're going to have Cody Rhodes eventually lose that championship to Jacob Fatu, because any other choice is kind of lame. It's believable. I mean, you could have Jacob Fatu go in there and maul the guy. Remember when Brock Lesnar squashed John Cena at SummerSlam 2014? You could do one of those deals. Have a 15-minute match of Jacob Fatu beating the heck out of the guy, and it'll just be like, well, that's to be expected. Jacob Fatu is a monster. He's the Samoan werewolf. We'd all believe it. Then, do you remember when Mark Henry was, doing the Hall of Pain gimmick back in 2011? He wins the world title from Randy Orton. And that was very believable, because Mark Henry's a monster. And he just straight up beat him clean. And that's believable. And Jacob Fatu should beat Cody Rhodes clean. Why not? Now you have two big stars to carry your company for the next 5 years or so, because Punk is going to retire soon. Roman Reigns takes long breaks, but you could have Cody Rhodes right there. You could have Jacob Fatu right there, and you got a great supporting cast to back them up. So ultimately, I really think there's only a couple of guys who could beat Cody Rhodes. I think it's CM Punk. I think it's Roman Reigns. I think it's Jacob Fatu. I think those are the three names. One of those three names will be the one who takes the title off of Cody. I guess I should throw The Rock in there too. So that's 4 names, because The Rock could come back and set up a big match with Cody and beat him, and then have a rematch or something. So I guess those are, I didn't really talk about The Rock much because we never see him, but The Rock said he will be coming for Cody at some point. So those are the 4 names: The Rock, Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, CM Punk. And if I had to put money on it, I'm going with Jacob Fatu, and you should too.